Hey everyone, Cosmic Mango here, your favorite mango from outer space. I hope you're all doing well today. Rhystic Study is one of the best blue cards in Commander. Its power is insane. The earlier you cast it, the higher the reward. It can draw you an obscene amount of cards over the game, or even highly restricts how your opponents play, as they have to pay an additional 1 mana for each spell they cast, or we draw a card. The problem is, Rhystic Study is now pretty expensive to buy. In fact, today the card is worth around $42. So I thought it would be fun and interesting to try and track down some budget alternatives for the mega cool and mega powerful Rhystic Study. The list coming up is what I managed to discover. So without further ado, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Number 1. Kumena's Awakening. An enchantment spell that costs 2 blue and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Ascend. If you control 10 or more permanents, you get the City's Blessing for the rest of the game. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. If you have the City's Blessing, instead only you draw a card. So this card starts off as a global draw engine, meaning each player will draw a card at the beginning of our upkeep. However, this changes as we get the City's Blessing, which isn't so hard to achieve, and it also means only we get to draw a card from it. This card becomes an excellent enchantment later on in the game for netting us 1 extra card on each of our upkeeps, and you can buy this card for around 79 cents. Number 2. Ever Watching Threshold. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever an opponent attacks, you and or planeswalker you control with 1 or more creatures, draw a card. This enchantment can actually net you a lot of cards per turn rotation. If you control this card and your opponents attack you on each of their turns, it means we'll draw an additional 3 cards on each turn rotation, as there are usually 3 opponents in Commander. We also get to draw if they attack a planeswalker we control, so it's a pretty sweet card. You can buy this card for around $1.29. Number 3. Military Intelligence. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 1 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures, draw a card. Simple yet effective. If we have a lot of evasive flyers or unblockables, which are both easy to come by in blue, then this nice enchantment will be able to net us a lot of extra cards. You can buy this card for around 25 cents. Number 4. Bident of Thassa. An enchantment spell that costs 2 blue and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may draw a card. For 1 colorless, 1 blue, and tap, creatures your opponents control attack this turn if able. This card is excellent as it rewards us for each creature we control that deals combat damage to a player. You can draw an insane amount of cards from it. We also have that extra activation ability that can really help us win games. You can buy this card for around $4. Number 5. Insight. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever an opponent plays a green spell, you draw a card. I love this card. It's rather situational as we require an opponent to be playing green, but this is Commander and green is one of the most popular colors in the format. Chances are more than 1 player playing green on the table, meaning you'll draw loads of cards with this wonderful enchantment. You can buy this card for around 63 cents. And this card is excellent versus mono green. Can you imagine how many cards you're going to draw? Number 6. Verdi Circle. An enchantment spell that costs 1 blue and 2 colorless mana to cast. It says the following. Whenever a creature an opponent controls becomes tapped, if it isn't being declared as an attacker, you may draw a card. For 4 mana and a blue mana, tap target creature without flying. Wow, this card is definitely situational, as it requires an opponent to tap one of their creatures and not attack with it for us to draw. But just think of all the times you'll be able to draw with this card. So many creatures have tap activation costs that make their decks flow and flourish. Think of all the mana dorks. You will draw a crazy amount of cards with this, and you can buy it for around 35 cents. Okay my friends, that's the end of my list. Do you like the cards I've chosen? Do you think they are good alternatives to Rhystic Study? I would love to know your opinion, so please share it in the comments. And if you have any other alternative cards, drop that on the comment section too. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like and subscribe. And as always, thanks so much for watching. Goodbye and have a wonderful day.